All right, ladies and gentlemen, the basketball community has been in uproar over Team USA and their latest bouts, one of which came in a game-winning layup by LeGoat James. Let's watch an interview by Anthony Edwards and LeBron talking about that moment in particular.
Miracle win for South Sudan, but you managed to stay there. What was the key for you guys?
LeBron James. Yeah, pretty much just LeBron.
To be honest, I like those ones better than the blowouts. At least we get tested. I like getting tested, man. You put the clothes on. I like being tested. Those are the best ones.
So what? Bron had 25, 6 and 7. Bro's 39. Playing amongst the NBA's best players alongside of him. Right? We're talking about a Olympic team still on the back of a 39-year-old player who's been playing for 21 seasons going on year 22. Are you kidding me right now? Two things. One, that's exceptional by LeBron James. Like, that's incredible, bro. 25, 6 and 7 at that age, insane. At this point, you should be relying on the young folks, like, you know, the Edwards and the Tatums and, you know what I'm saying, the Bam Adebayos, and you got the Devin Bookers on the team, you know what I mean? Curry, Bron, KD, they've done their due diligence, you know what I'm saying? It's time for the young players to step up and help. AD, Embiid, right? And the second thing is this. When you look at the Team USA, what two players have been playing predominantly pretty solid these past few games in exhibitions? Anthony Davis and LeBron James, both from the Los Angeles Lakers, which reminds me that the Los Angeles Lakers really aren't that far away from an NBA championship when you put in things into perspective. I almost said something crazy that made no sense. But when you put things into perspective, you got LeBron James and Anthony Davis, two of the NBA's best, right? And you feel them, and you feel pieces in around them. You know what I'm saying? I think they can make it work. I still think they have one more good push, and it's this year. If they don't make it to the Western Conference Final, mind you, they made it to the Western Conference Finals 2 seasons ago, okay? This season they made it to the playoffs again. But I think if they can at least make it to the Western Conference Finals this year, they give themselves a good chance to make it to the finals. But I think this is their last push because you got to think LeBron going to be 40, bro. LeBron's going to be 40, okay? Not much more we can ask of him. But, yeah, phenomenal job by LeBron James. Now, talking about South Sudan a little bit. We got a country, right, who has no indoor gyms. Okay. I believe it just got independence within the past decade. But they still have some NBA caliber players on that team. Okay, let's not act like they're just off the street and no. There's players on this team that, you know, play in the G League, play in the NBA. Like they have some solid pieces on the team that play hard and play together and play well. Mind you, Team USA has been together for about a total of 3 weeks? So sometimes it's kind of like the LeBron James and Michael Jordan argument, right? Basketball gets better over time. People get more skilled over time. People get more athletic over time. People are just getting better over time. So the game evolves, right? So we can't just keep relying on throwing out talent and talent with no chemistry. Because you got to think, for the FIBA games, okay, we throw out, you know, Anthony Edwards, Austin Reeves, and guys like that in a Team USA setting. And it's like we're building no chemistry because most of those guys aren't going to play on the Olympic team. Mind you, these teams that are playing in FIBA are playing with their Olympic roster, so they're building chemistry throughout that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to be careful with just throwing out all talent at once and put them together for 3 weeks where they don't get to really build no chemistry because they were playing in the years prior in the FIBA games, right? So that is the only alarming thing for me is the chemistry side, because you're going to play against teams like, you know, you're going to play against teams like let's say the Australias, the Canadas. Like today, they played against Germany, which we'll get into that in a second. South Sudan, right? So you're playing against teams who've been playing together for a little longer or know how to play with each other a little better, right? Pause. But I think that's going to play a key factor into the Olympic race here, because you got to think this. Team USA has the best players in the world. Doesn't make them the best team in the world when it comes down to it. But we have the best players, so they got to figure it out. And I think they will figure it out. It's been 3 weeks. Like I said, once the actual games start in August, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be perfectly fine. Now, today, another barn burner against Germany And none other than LeGoat James bails us out again. Let's watch these highlights real quick. Huh. Look at Bron working. Look at LeGoatness, nigga. You're too small. You have to do better. Yes. I don't know about y'all, but that's my GOAT. 39 years of age doing that. That's my GOAT. Have we forgot? They did a poll. When it comes down late game, who had the ball in their hands? People were saying Steph. People were saying KD. People were saying Ant-Man. People were saying KD. People were saying Embiid. I think only 2 people said LeBron James. As of late, LeBron has proved to be that guy as of late in late games. And I love to see it. I know Skip Bayless is turning over in his bed right now watching that. But I will say this, though. Regardless if they win by a point, 5 points, 30 points, 50 points, a win is a win no matter how you slice it. When you get that gold medal, it's not going to say how many games you won or how much you won but each game by on that medal. It's going to say gold, bronze, and silver. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Win by an inch, win by a mile. Moving forward, though, Joel Embiid had these comments to say about Team USA and LeBron. Let's listen.
LeBron now is not the LeBron that was a couple of years ago. So it's a big difference. So the name might be there, but everybody would also tell you, and you can see for yourself, the athletic LeBron and the dominant that he was a couple of years ago is not the same that he is now. So, yeah, I mean, I think people get fooled by the names that are on paper, but, yeah, those names have been built throughout their career, and now they're older, so they're not what they used to be.
Okay. First of all, very interesting choice of words currently right now as you're playing with these guys, right? This isn't post-Olympics. This isn't pre-Olympics. This is right now. We're on the plane together. We're in the hotel together, and those are the kind of words you say. Cool, awesome. I understand the facts of the matter is that LeBron is getting older, which what he said wasn't crazy. It's just crazy that he's saying it right now, in my opinion. That could spark a little bit of trouble within the team because you're saying basically on paper we're the better team, but people have to understand, layman terms, that Bron ain't the same, like KD ain't the same, Steph ain't the same because of their age, yada, yada, yada. That's pretty much what you're insinuating, right? So we know Bron's older. We know Bron's not freaking Miami Heat, Cleveland LeBron. We get that. We understand that. But what's understood doesn't always have to be explained and expressed. You dig what I'm saying? So moving forward, it's gonna be really interesting to see how that unfolds because I think Embiid definitely can play better in the Team USA or in the Olympic setting. Because you got to think, this is a 40-minute game. The courts are smaller. 3-point line is closer. It's a different game. There's no goaltending once the ball hits the rim. Different rules. Okay, you got to be locked in for a full 40. In an NBA game, you might have a couple minutes here and there. We have some lapses because you have 48 minutes to catch up. But here, you have 40 minutes. 8 minutes less is a huge drop-off. You know what I mean? So I think that those comments, interesting. Is he wrong? No. But is he right? No. Did it have to be said? Not really. I wonder what the question was like. What was the question being asked for him to say that? That's interesting to me. I just don't understand that part of it. But hey, like I said, man, we sit back and watch, and they play and get the big bucks, man. So without further ado, this is going to be a great Olympic session here. I can't wait to watch these teams battle it out. And you know, I especially can't wait to watch my track and field events. I love me some track and field, especially the 100. I love the 100, the 200, and the 4x1. Yes, Lord. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for this. But yeah, man, lips are on the way here. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about all the comments and everything we talked about. And yeah, that's my spiel. Sell is off air and Bear is ready to go to the living room. Sayonara.